Paige, how are you? Man, you and I just spending way too much time together. Did Pete resign? Wait, you asked for his resignation. You tell me exactly what your official thing's going to be. Pete agreed to resign, or you asked for? Pete agreed to resign, and we'll just go with that. Any other comment that you want to go with officially on that? Okay, do you want to come on the air with me, or just want me to go with that? All right, in about 10 minutes, you call in, and we'll keep a line clear. Call in at 219-845-1100. I won't make that announcement. I'll let you make that announcement, okay? All right, thanks a lot, Paige. Talk to you. So she is going to call in and talk about the resignation of Pete Trgovich, and I'm going to let her do that. Typically, anyways, we'll see what happens. She wasn't happy. Trgovich is, they're saying that he called some about racism amongst IHSA officials, and it looks like that may be the end of a reign there, so we'll see. The superintendent of East Chicago Schools is on Carpenter's local 599 phone line. That's Paige McNulty. Paige, thanks for calling in this morning.
Sure. Good morning.
Paige, we're following a story right now out of the IHSAA that Bobby Cox is going to come up on Friday about comments that were made by East Chicago basketball coach Pete Trgovich. It's just what we're talking about. Tell us what's going on with the schools right now and in Pete Trgovich's situation.
Yeah, actually, we have agreed to meet with IHSAA next Wednesday. So it's not this Friday, it's next Wednesday. We'll be meeting with them at 11 o'clock. Pete and I did speak last night, and he has agreed to resign effective immediately. The board and myself don't condone the comments that were made and some of the actions by a few of our fans. While we were disappointed at our loss, we're proud of our team and their accomplishments.
The specifically, what kind of comments were abetting to the school board?
I think that we do not agree with the comments about the racial comments that were made about the refereeing. Excuse me.
So, is it? Did you ask Pete for his resignation, or was it mutually just agreed upon? You want any more details on this?
No, Pete and I discussed it, and he obviously feels badly that he made comments in the heat of the moment after the game. Again, we were all disappointed, but after a discussion, he has agreed to resign.
This isn't the first time this has come up, Paige. I know that you're newer there at East Chicago, but this stuff's been going on for generations. And perhaps Pete just wants to bring some awareness to the fact that he feels like his kids have been treated unfairly, not just on Saturday, but for the past years. What do you say to that part of this argument?
Mm-hmm. And I understand his frustration. However, when you're in a leadership role, such as Pete is, you need to lead. And again, while we're disappointed with our loss, I think there was other ways that things could have been handled.
We have what is known as a lake effect snow going on here right at the bottom of Lake Michigan. Anywhere from 2 to 14 inches coming our way. And it started about halfway through the show this morning. And I got to tell you, being in that studio with all the glass all the way around us, it's like being in a snow globe, and it really just makes radio just a beautiful thing to do. It's also nice to sit out on a stool in the parking lot when it's 18 degrees and just kind of sit and talk to you guys and talk about radio, because radio is good. All radio is good, just some is better than others. Hey, we had kind of some weird stuff going on. Not only did it start snowing 2 inches during the show, basically other than this road right behind us, you can't drive anywhere right now. You can't fly anywhere. The trains are moving on time, so that's pretty cool. And then we had somebody who's mildly related to me come in, and that really basically applies to about a third of the people in this whole Northwest Indiana area, and that was Amanda Alanez. She's a Porowski is her maiden name. And she went and grew up here on the north side of Hammond and went out to Portage. And she's produced some Polikins, which is she's Polish and she married a Mexican guy. So like myself, a Polish, half Polish guy who married a Mexican gal, she made some Polkins. And I just want to remind people that WJOB is going to be a sponsor of the Polkiniera that's going to be going on at Pierogi Fest. That's ostensibly for Polish people who have married Hispanic people, and then they made these beautiful half-brown babies, and we're all going to sit around and polka together and just have our own little race that we've created. But anyways, the radio is done for the morning. Now I move into podcasting and doing Facebook Live video, and Christina Cortez is the best director in all of Northwest Indiana. I'm Jim Diedlow, and I'm out.